Make a U-turn. In 1,000 feet, slide left, take the next left, sharp left, turn right on, continue on, in a quarter mile, at the light, in 600 feet, turn right on.
You have reached your destination.
Okay, I don't know if I'm second guessing myself or not, but as you can see, I've got a pretty nice depth of clear coat. I'm about to sand this stuff down with 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and 3,000 grit sandpaper. I'll pause and show you. And it's this stuff here. I bought a bunch of it off of Amazon. What, 3 or 4 or 5 packs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. And as you can see, maybe you can't see. Where's it listed? It isn't listed. What comes is a selection of 5 pieces per pack. Okay, 800, which I'm not going to use unless I have some pretty crappy runs or some more orange peel. 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000, and then 3,000. On here, I've got some imperfections. I don't know if you can see that too well. Oh, that's a cat hair. A little bit of an imperfection there. There's a good one right there. There's a nib there and some other stuff. Nib there, a nib, imperfection, and as you probably saw in prior videos, I've got a couple of runs that I need to fix. I'll show you a good example of a run on here. There it is. You've already seen that. There it is. So I'll take that down with 800 grit and then go on and on up from there. But once I'm done with all of the sandpaper on each of these panels in the entire car, I then take a polishing compound and then redo everything. So this is going to take, I'm going to say 60 hours for everything to get done. Doors, hoods, lids, bodies, dash, everything. So we'll see if my prognostication comes true. And if you wish to bet me and I win, then you get to do this for me next time. Okay, so here's the first step. I'm only, I think, going to show, well, I'm only going to show the full range of what I'll be doing on this one panel, right? This is 5 or 7 minutes of 1,000 grit. I'm going to wipe it down so you can see what it looks like underneath. All right, so this is wiped down. Let me show you why I'm doing this. And now I remembered why this is a good thing to be doing. Look at that. A little bit of orange peel. Okay, ignore the water, that's still drying, but a little bit of orange peel, a little bit of orange peel, a little bit of orange peel, and so forth. You may not have seen it. You may probably would have seen it, especially in bright sunlight. So I'm going to do the pass at that so that the orange peel is gone. And then I'll move on to, was it 1,500 grit sandpaper? 12? Whatever the hell it is. 15, yeah. And so the goal of, excuse me, the goal of the 1,000 grit is to get rid of all that orange peel. Okay. So here we go. Okay, this is after 1,500. Need to kind of, wipe it down a little bit better, but the orange peel is more or less gone. And what I'm really doing, so any marks that the 1,000 grit leaves, the 2,000 grit takes down. Anything left by the 2,000, the 3,000 takes down, and so on and so forth. So when I go to use polishing compound on this, all I'm doing is taking down just little bitty things. So once this is completely done, after 3,000 and 5,000, I'll clean it off, dry it, show it to you. It'll look a little hazy, but it's gonna glow after the polish is put down. You're gonna like it. Well, I'm not going to polish today, but you'll see that later. Okay, so this is after 3,000 grit. You'll note no orange peel, nor orange peel. That little nib that was somewhere is gone. and all I have is a milky white surface. When you prime, you want something like this as well. After you're done priming, the block sanding should be nice and uniform. And I've endeavored to do that, and I think I did, but anyhow, I'm not too displeased by this. Actually, I'm very pleased. I'm going to put this back up against something, get out of the way. I will probably get to that puppy next, because I want to figure out, I want to fix that run. That won't be tough. And then I'll haul it in for the night, I think. Okay, here we go. And again, I'm going to start off with that run, that sag. Where is it? You can kind of see it, but right there. Okay, I'm using a hard block. I've got it covered with my last piece of, I think it's 600 grit. I'm going to go lightly across just that one area to smooth it out. And then I'll use the successive higher and higher grains to get that thing done. There's my little trunk lid. And without further ado, let's get it going. Okay, this is done. Again, that's 500 grit, 5000 grit, sanded down and awaiting to be polished. This is the area that sag was. And you can see it looks pretty good. Oh, look at that. There's some work in there still to do. So I'll finish that off. And see how's the other side look. It looks okay. I may not do this. I don't know. I gotta do it. I gotta. Alright, so this one will be not at all challenging. There's no runs or drips or sags to worry about, but you can see a bunch of nibs. Okay, look for what looks like speckles in the paint. Right there, center of screen. There's a nib. There's a nib. There's a nib. There's a I don't know what. So a nib typically is a piece of dust that the clear coat will form around as it either shoots out or covers the surface. So this is indicative of a dust environment, and I'm not frankly surprised. Just didn't do this outside, so I'll get right to it. I had to throw out some of the sandpaper I was using for new ones, and I've got a whole bunch of it, so I don't really care, but there we go. So without further ado, done. This one took about 2 hours. It took quite some time. You still see some water that's dripping down. Gotta clean that up. But no more nibs, and like I said, this one didn't have any runs or sags, so that was easy. It just took a while because there's so much of it, and so I'm trying to go carefully. I suspect that once I start polishing and buffing, it's going to be beautiful. Freaking beautiful. So, 3 things down. Next one, these go pretty quick because they're small. And I've already started this side here. This one's done. Back of it looks pretty good. There's a lot of orange peel on this one that I had to work with, so I am very pleased at how smooth it looks now. Very pleased. So I'll do the next one. And the next one. I do have a little bit of work on this one I'm going to be careful with. So I have a little bit of a low spot there and a little bit of a run there. I can feel it, but you can't see it. Maybe you can. And a little bit there, but that's... yeah, a little bit of a run there. So, I didn't do a good job on this one. The front of this looks pretty good. So, I'll get to this one, and I'll show it to you one day. This one's done. A couple of specks of water still, and some low spots right here, actually. But, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to take it in for the night and get into the fenders tomorrow. This one's been helping me. And I'll do some more. That's right. Okay, doing doors now. I have forgotten, I think, to do a whole lot of work in here. So I believe I've got some clear coating to do, which sucks. So I'm gonna sand and so forth on this thing, and when all that's done, before I polish, etc., I'm going to turn this over, I'm going to mask everything off, and put some clear coat on those underbids. God damn it. One step forward and 3/4 of a step back. Oh well. This one's done. That's water that you're looking at. But nice even surface. I did a good job on clear coating this. See if you can work on all that crap. I've elected not to do this. I'm just going to buff that out, make it look pretty, because I think this is covered in chrome anyway. So if it's not, then it's going to get buffed anyway. And on to the next one. And here's the next one. This is the one that I put a lot of clear coat onto, and it dripped, as you can see here. Which is no big deal, because you can, I'm going to be careful there. I can shave that off, and or sand it down, or whatever. And as you can see, I need to do some work on this stuff here. I don't think I clear coated it well enough, because it's a different color. And I don't know if you can see here, let me pause. Here I've got an indication of orange peel. See how crappy that looks. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm sanding all those clear coat imperfections away. See here, I didn't do a good job on this edge here, but that's okay. That's what sandpaper's for, and multiple copies or multiple coats of the clear coat. So I'll get right to it. Done. And some water spots there that need to dry out. You can see that I did a little bit of work on this for orange peel, but I couldn't care a whole heck of a lot because that gets covered by a window. All that orange peel there is done. I went too low, so I need to do some paint touch-up, which sucks, but... And clear coat touch-up. So more work on this in the future. The rest of it looks pretty good, honestly. So I'll put it with the rest and keep going. And one of the rear fenders. A little bit of a drip there. That's not bad. It's more of a reflection than it is a factor I've got to work on, and that'll be a quick one to fix, and then buff out, sand out. A nib here, and then some speckly throughout the paint that would have been taken care of if I had just buffed this. So, let's see anything else wrong I did. More nibs, more specklies. Dust, dust. Oh, scratch. The rest of it feels really nice. Bit of a nib there, but I can fix all this. Yeah, this one is going to be an easy job of it. Okay, so this is up to 3,000 grit sandpaper, and I just took a purchase from Amazon for 5, 7, and 10 because I'm curious. I don't think I've ever buffed out a paint job this high or with such a fine grit sandpaper, and I'm just kind of curious. So I guess I'll share that with you. As a reminder, when I'm sanding this stuff down with a higher grit sandpaper, it gets finer and finer and less aggressive, right? And all I'm doing is sanding off the prior sandpaper's leftovers. So in theory, I could go higher and higher and make this just about as pretty and as nicely done as is necessary prior to buffing. So let's see. I'm going to buff this up to 10,000 grit, and I'll show you the results. Okay, so there's up to 5,000. And here's up to, let's see, 5,000, 7,000, and 10,000 grit. So it does make a difference. Once I do the final polishing and buffing on these things, it's going to be freaking beautiful. So, all the way up to 10,000 on this one panel, I've got about an hour and 20 minutes. So you can see that this is not a quick or speedy journey. I'm going to go back over those other pieces and get them up to snuff as well, but I'm pretty pleased by this. I mean, wow, once I buff this, it's going to be beautiful.